Hello, I'm Candy Blaxter. I'm here filming at Roots to Wings, and I so appreciate you joining me for a yoga practice today. I generally teach a gentle flow class. I'm probably not the gentlest of gentle flows, so I do invite you to honor your body and do what feels great and skip whatever doesn't. Especially you're at home, you get to really be the boss of your body. So please come down onto your backs, knees bent, soles of the feet on the mat. This is called constructive rest. Your heels are lined up about with your sits bones and knees come towards the sky unless your body is saying let the knees fall apart or let the knees tap in towards each other. And consider closing your eyes and beginning to notice your breath. So this morning's class, it's going to be a gentle flow and the focus is going to be on your core. So from Living Your Yoga Today, Judith Hanson Lassiter says, your body is not the problem. Not able to bend backwards, can't touch your toes. As you step on your mat today, remember that your body is not a problem to be overcome. Instead, enjoy what you can do right now and do it with love, humor, and compassion. Begin to notice the breath that comes in through the nose, fills all the way up, and a nice gentle exhale. From Thich Nhat Hanh, his little book, How to Relax. Here's a poem to practice anytime, but especially when you're angry, worried, or sad. If you know how to practice this poem, you'll feel much better after just 1 or 2 minutes. In, out, deep, slow, calm, ease, smile, release. Present moment, wonderful moment. In, out means that when I breathe in, I know I am breathing in. And when I breathe out, I know I am breathing out. You are 100% with your in-breath and your out-breath. Don't think of anything else. That's the secret to success. Breathing in, breathing out. After you've practiced in, out 3, 4, or 5 times, you'll notice that your in-breath naturally becomes deeper and your out-breath becomes slower. Your breath is calm and you're more peaceful. That is the deep slow. Calm ease means breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Breathing in, I feel calm. Breathing out, I feel at ease. This exercise is wonderful to practice, especially when you're nervous or angry or you don't feel peaceful in yourself. Then you come to smile, release. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. You may feel it's too difficult to smile, but after practicing 3 or 4 times, you may feel that you're able to smile. If you can smile, you'll feel a lot better. You may protest, "Why do you want me to smile? It's not natural." Many people ask me that, and they protest. "I have no joy in me. I can't force myself to smile. It wouldn't be true." I always say that a smile can be a kind of yoga practice, yoga of the mouth. You just smile, even if you don't feel joy. And after you smile, you'll see you feel differently. Sometimes the mind takes the initiative, and sometimes you have to allow the body to take the initiative. Bringing to mind an intention for your practice this morning, repeating one of these phrases to yourself after me. May I greet my body with gentleness. May I soften when life invites me to harden. May I listen to my intuition with wisdom and trust it with ease. May I appreciate my body a little more in this moment, just as it is. May I enjoy my body right now and do it with love. Perhaps one of those resonates as an appropriate intention for your practice today, or maybe there's something else you or a loved one are working on. Bring your intention to mind and seal it by hugging your knees tightly into your heart. Having a little rock from side to side. And then, if you're going to use a block, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, you might want 2 blocks in a blanket. And if you don't have any blocks at home, you can always use a nice big book. You're still in constructive rest. You're going to place the block, if you're going to use it, between your thighs and walk your heels in. You'll be able to probably touch your heel with your middle finger. Ideally, toes are pointing straight forward. And as you take a deep inhale through your nose, begin to tilt your pelvis forward, creating more of a lumbar curve in the low back. Exhale, low back comes down to the mat. I have my head tilted, but I'd like you to keep your nose straight towards the ceiling. Inhale, hips forward and up. Exhale, lower back into the mat. Next time, as the hips come up, knees go towards the front of the mat, heart goes towards your chin. Hug that block in and begin to feel the hamstrings and the gluteals engage. Exhale, lower down, 1 vertebra at a time. Inhale, hips rise, spine lengthens. Exhale, everything lowers. 1 more time. Inhale, long spine, active bridge. If you'd like, you could walk your shoulder blades together and clasp your hands under your back. Keep lifting the hips. If you'd like more sensation, root your feet down into the mat, and then it's an isometric move, so they don't really move. Slide your heels as if they're going towards your shoulders. And aha, you found more glutes. And if you want more sensation, hug that block a little tighter with the inner thighs and lift the hips a little more. Notice which forefinger is on top. Release the hands. Slowly lower back down, 1 vertebra at a time. And notice the echo from that bridge. Next, inhale, hips rise. Spine lengthens, knees towards the front of your mat, heart towards your chin. If you'd like, walk the shoulder blades together. Clasp the hands with the opposite forefinger on top. Hug the block with the inner thighs. Isometrically slide the heels towards your shoulders and take a deep breath here. And a deep exhale. And one more time. Unclasp the hands. Slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. Remove the block. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees apart. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the knees back together, hug them into your heart, and a little rock from side to side. From here, coming into a version of sleeping tiger or a chair on your back. Knees are directly over hips, knees are at a 45-degree angle. Feet are active, so if you were actually sitting in a chair, feel like you would be pushing into the floor. Now you have the option of taking your block and putting it between your inner thighs again. Hug the block. Arms are going to come straight out from the shoulders. So your arms are in a T position. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the knees halfway over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, halfway to the left. Inhale, up. Exhale, right. If you'd like to add the neck as you inhale up, gazes towards the ceiling. Exhale, gaze goes the opposite direction of your knees. Keep flowing through this with the pace of your breath. So you're warming up the obliques here. And then the next time the knees are to the right, let them land on the floor. You're all the way over onto your right side. Left hand is on top of right hand, coming straight out. Inhale that arm up towards the sky. Exhale, begin to open it behind you. You could take your right hand and hold your legs in place. Gazes over to the left, coming into a twist. Big breath here, opening up through the chest. Next inhale, we regather that arm. Just for fun, place it back on top of the opposite hand and notice how much farther it goes. And then inhale up, roll that chair all the way onto the other side. Right hand is stacked on top of left hand. Notice that placement. Inhale, right arm towards the sky. Exhale, it opens away from you. Left hand can help guide and keep your hips level. Gazes over towards the right. Inhale, regather that arm. Notice how much more opening you've gotten. Inhale, roll onto your back, remove that block, and the knees stay together and you do tiny little circles, massaging the sacrum in the low back. And then roll to one side. Pause for a moment. Possibly bring to mind any intention that you have set for your practice today. And then bring it with you as you make your way up to seated. So, continuing with our core-centric class, you're going to have your hands behind you, fingers pointing towards your body. Roll to the front of your sits bones, lift the pit of the abdomen, bring the tips of the shoulder blades together. And then raise the heart. And this might be your Navasana, your boat pose here. Or perhaps you're going to bring one leg up or two legs up. Arms might stay there. Fingers might come behind the thighs, which is a great way to keep lifting up, up, up. This might be your boat, or you might extend your arms long. You might have straight legs. Play around with what's the version that's going to work best for you today. We're doing 3 of them, so pace it. Lift up, up, up. Exhale, soles of the feet together. Lift the belly, lift the heart, and hinge forward here. So you can play around with where you place your heels. The farther out they are, the more opening you get in the back body. The closer in, the more it'll be an opening through the inner thighs. Inhale, come up. Knees come together. Roll to the front of the sits bones. Pick your arm position. Pick your leg position. Smile. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to be out in the middle of the ocean on a boat right now? Oh, can you feel that breeze and the sun and the fresh air? Exhale, soles of the feet together. Lift the belly, lift the heart. Hinge forward at the hip crease. Inhale, make your way up, your final Navasana. Pick your favorite version, please. Smile and breathe. Let's be a sailboat. Lift up. 3 more breaths. Exhale. Up, 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 lengthen, fold forward. And then maybe this time you let the head hang and bring you down just a little more. Inhale, make your way back up. And we're going to come to tabletop. So you're setting up your mat hands directly under your shoulders. That means your fingers are spread wide, and you place more weight on your thumb and your first finger, and then the other 3 fingertips. And then the base of the palm comes down. Wrists are directly under shoulders, knees are under hips. On the inhale, belly sinks towards the mat, heart slides forward, and gaze is up. Cow pose. Exhale, start to round the back, shift the hips back, extended child. So this is where I invite you to come if you have osteoporosis, osteopenia, or any other reason you should not be flexing your spine. Inhale, we'll do a collective cow. And what the heck, you're home, you could move if you want. Exhale, either extended child's or cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, come to neutral. And then just begin to explore any movements that your back body is calling for. And it might be in the hips, it might be up near the shoulders, it might be along the sides. Remember, your body is not a problem. Love it. Enjoy it. And then switch directions if you have not already. And as you feel complete, shift your hips back and come to child's pose. And just notice the breath here. Maybe you're breathing more into the back body. Inhale, make your way back up to tabletop. From here, extend one leg long, curl the toes under. Inhale, the leg comes up to hip height. Toes are dialing straight down towards the floor. Push the earth away with your palms, and you're going to notice the engagement of the shoulder girdle. Lift your navel away from your shirt, and you'll notice the whole core engage. Possibly, you're going to bring opposite arm forward. Gaze is straight down. Upper arm is by your ear because you're looking down, not because you moved that arm. Breathing here. Pointer dog. This is the #1 exercise I have read to strengthen your back body. So of course, the back body is also part of your core. Exhale, the hand comes down. The foot is going to sweep off to the opposite side. Turn and gaze over that shoulder. So one long line from the curled under toe to that ear. Inhale, open up through the side body. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, the leg comes back to center. Exhale, that knee down. Opposite leg extends long on the mat. Root the toes down. Curl the toes under. You've now activated the whole back of that leg. Root the hands down. Activate the shoulders. Lift the navel away from your shirt and then move the leg up to hip height. You don't want it above hip height because then you're taking it into the low back. Imagine you were putting a footprint on the wall behind you. Possibly opposite arm is coming forward. Gaze is staying straight down. Exhale, hand down, sweep the foot across. Root that toe down and use that as an anchor to open up all the way through the side body. Gazing at that front. Inhale, leg comes back to center. Exhale, knee down, shift back to child's pose. And any wrist care that would feel good to you. And inhale back up to tabletop, please. Walk your hands about 5 inches in front of your shoulders and recreate those mat hands. Curl the toes under, hips come up and back. You're in downward facing dog. And go ahead and explore what movements would feel good in this down dog for you. Maybe pedaling, maybe sashaying. And then come to stillness for a few breaths. On the next inhale, shoulders will come over wrists. Legs are active. You are in plank pose. Just like in pointer dog, lift the navel away from your shirt. This can be done with your knees down as well. Exhale, knees down, hips back. Keep your hands up at the front of the mat so you're now in an extended child's. And we're going to begin to flow. Please remember you could skip any parts of this flow if they're not feeling good to you. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, hips back. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, hips back. One more time. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees down, hips back. I'm going to run through the flow one more time, and I invite you to pick one of those postures and hold it for 5 breaths. So it might be child's, it might be table, down dog, or plank. Inhale, table. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, plank. Maybe you chose this, maybe you chose one of the others, or maybe you want to go to your child's for, let's say, the next 3 breaths from here. I hope you're all breathing with me. Exhale, knees down, hips back. Child's pose. Maybe this time you bring your wrists down by your heels and just let your shoulders relax off your knees. Inhale, please make your way back up to downward facing dog. Bend the knees, lift the hips even higher. Look between your hands and start to walk your hands towards your feet, coming into a forward fold. So feet are hip distance apart, parallel, toes are pointing straight forward, and in your forward fold you have a great option to look down and see if that is actually where they are. Nice bend in the knees so that you're not overstretching the hamstrings. And perhaps you'd like to grab opposite elbow, coming into a little ragdoll. Notice what you could release here. And let it just go. Release the elbows, hands come to hips, elbows point towards the sky, root through the feet, come up with a neutral spine. Release the arms down. The hood's getting in the way. All right, Tadasana, mountain pose. Lift the belly, lift the heart, palms are facing forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, soften the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. 2 more times. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, up, out, and over as you fold. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Stay here in the fold because we're going to do something a little different. Heel toe your feet a little closer together. And then drop your hips as your arms come forward and up. Utkatasana, chair pose. So traditionally your arms are straight. I prefer to press my palms together. One, it feels better to my shoulder, but two, I also can get more activation through the core if I really press my arms together. So check, are you sitting in a rocking chair or in a ladder back chair? Yeah. So your knees are back over your ankles. Sink the hips a little bit more. Yeah, we're strengthening the back body and the glutes here. Exhale, release. Shake it out. All right, so we're going to go into some warriors. So from your Tadasana, hands on your hips. You're going to step your right leg back generously. Square off the hips. So your hips and your shoulders are facing the front of your mat. Your knee is directly over your ankle. Lift the pit of the abdomen, lift the heart. From there, the arms float up. If this doesn't feel good in your shoulders, perhaps your arms are wider, or perhaps you'd like to be in cactus arms today. Your choice. Keep lifting the belly, lifting the heart. Inhale, look up. Exhale, nothing moves below the hips. Exhale, fold forward, sweep the arms behind you. Inhale, forward and up. Exhale, fold. I haven't practiced this with cactus arms, but play around if that's what you would prefer. And then this time, start to shift your weight into the front leg. Back leg comes up. A version of Warrior 3. Originally, I was going to use those blocks. You could have your blocks there with your hands on the blocks, press your hands together, or have them in front, airplane, whichever works for you. Soften the standing knee, back foot comes to meet it. Come back to your Tadasana. Hands on your hips. Left leg comes back generously. Square off the hips, bend the front knee. Check that it's not in front of the ankle, it's directly above it. If this is causing too much sensation in low back, lift the back heel or don't square off to the front. Lift the belly, lift the heart, float the arms up. Your arm position of choice. Breathing here. Remember, your body's not the problem. Love it. Enjoy it. Enjoy your yoga practice. Inhale, ease up. Exhale, sweep forward and back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Inhale, up. This time, shift your weight into the front leg. Float the back leg up. Hands forward, hands to heart, airplane. Can you level off your hips like you did in pointer dog and plank? Soften the standing leg, back foot comes to meet it. All right, we have one more balance pose we're going to do. It's heron. So start in your Tadasana, and then shift all your weight into your left leg. And then begin to float the right knee up and their arms out. Let the fingers and the toes drop. So, what I've learned about herons, I will read to you. The symbolic meaning of the heron: calm, grace, solitude, patience, longevity, versatility, tranquility, good luck, partnership, intelligence, domesticity, being present, determination, independence, and resourcefulness. Does your hand want to fly? Come back up. We need to get the other side done. Tadasana. Shifting the weight into the right leg. Left knee floats up. Arms out to the side. When you have a heron as your spirit animal, you are shrewd and intelligent, you are determined, and you don't easily back away from challenges. You know when to be aggressive to get the outcome that you desire. You also know when to wait on the sidelines for perfect opportunity. Let's all be herons. Fly. Soften the standing leg. Come back to Tadasana. All right, we're going to make our way down to the mat. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Walk the hands and the feet apart, coming to downward facing dog. Last down dog in this practice. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, plank. Last plank of this practice. Soften the knees. Knees come down, chest and chin come to your mat. Extend the legs long. Arms are by your chest. Fingers root into the mat. Elbows hug in towards the body like cricket wings. Now, all 10 toenails are going to root into your mat. So you're pressing the toenails down into the mat. And when you do so, you feel your knees pop up. And then lengthen the tailbone towards your heels. And you'll feel your navel pop in and protect the low back. Slide the heart forward and up like we did in cow. And breathe. Low cobra. Exhale, lower everything down. Use your hands to lift up and back to child's pose. And then do any little wiggling or jiggling that will release the back body. And then making your way onto your backs, setting up for your Shavasana. So you may want to put a blanket under your thighs, a blanket under your head. If you have your block, you might want to do a little bit of an inversion, a version of legs up the wall. Whatever's going to work for you right now. Once you're settling in, you're closing your eyes. Noticing any changes that may have occurred in your practice today. I'll do a little more reading from Thich Nhat Hanh's fabulous book, How to Relax. Make yourself comfortable. Allow your body to relax. Be aware of the floor beneath you and the contact of your body with the floor. Allow your body to sink into the floor. Become aware of your breathing in and out. Be aware of your abdomen rising and falling as you breathe in and out. Breathing in, bring awareness to your eyes. Breathing out, allow your eyes to relax. Allow your eyes to sink back into your head. Let go of the tension in all the tiny muscles around your eyes. Your eyes allow you to see a paradise of forms and colors. Allow your eyes to rest. Send love and gratitude to your eyes. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your mouth. Breathing out, allow your mouth to relax. Release the tension around your mouth. Your lips are the petal of a flower. Let a gentle smile bloom on your lips. Smiling releases the tension in the hundreds of muscles in your face. Feel the tension release in your cheeks, your jaw, and your throat. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your shoulders. Breathing out, allow your shoulders to relax. Let them sink into the floor. Breathing in, bring your awareness to your heart. Breathing out, allow your heart to relax. Your heart beats for you night and day. Embrace your heart with mindfulness and tenderness, reconciling and taking care of your heart. Breathing in, breathing out. Your whole body feels as light as a lily floating on the water. You have nowhere to go, nothing to do. You are free as a cloud floating in the sky. Enjoying your Shavasana for a few more minutes. Bring your awareness back to your breathing, to your abdomen rising and falling. And then begin to become aware of any other movements your body is calling for. Initiating gentle movements and moving slowly and mindfully. Keep in mind, this is probably the most important transition of your entire practice. Eventually, you will come up to meet me in seated. So I wanted to share one more reading with you that I actually found this week when I was taking a class online with a teacher of mine that I haven't seen in years who lives in New Jersey. And it's now my new favorite book. It's from the Radiant Sutras. And you'll probably be as amazed as I am how apropos this is. It's the Sutra 89. You are stunned, powerless. You thought you knew what was going on. Now you realize you don't have a clue. You are stopped in your tracks. Everything within your skin is shaking. Enter this shaking, get curious. Look around inside with wonder. Unmind your mind. All the walls have fallen down. Go ahead and dissolve. The one who has always been, who has seen much worse than this, is still here. Bringing your hands to heart center, lifting the pit of the abdomen, lifting the heart up into the thumbs, crown of the head towards the sky. May we have healthy bodies. May we have loving hearts. May we have peaceful minds. And may we continue to love and enjoy ourselves just as we are. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.
Good.